Morning, gentlemen. Greetings from Toronto. How are you today?
Doing great. How about you?
Good.
I'm doing fantastic. First off, I really want to congratulate both of you on this extraordinary film. Really, it turned out really, really well, and your performances were so great. But Patrick, I got to start with you, dude, because no way this is your first feature film. I know you've done other stuff, and I know you've done theater, but my goodness, kudos to you, my friend.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. How did you find your way in to relate to Lucas? Here's this young kid who has so much on his shoulders.
Yeah. Um, I think, me, I grew up with two parents and three older siblings kind of helping raise me. So it was kind of a bit of a challenge because Lucas has this authority and independence to him that I didn't really think I had. But, I talked with Joel a lot. We met before we started filming, and he really helped me flesh out the character and go through specific beats. And working with guys like Josh and Alec and Francis, I mean, they're all so great to work with.
Yeah,
No,
what
you're
more can you
exactly
ask
right,
for?
though. I can't believe I just said that to him before we came on. Like,
Yeah.
I can't believe it's your first film, and he's thrown into that with such a complex,
Yes.
deep character, and opposite Alec Baldwin, who is a legend
Yeah.
and has such gravitas, and he goes with him immediately. His first film opposite Alec Baldwin. He's with him the entire time. I cannot believe what an incredible job he did.
Yeah, I mean, really, going forward now, it's got to be what, like Al Pacino? I don't know how you're going to top it, but seriously, Josh, for you, listen, I truly appreciate that both of you are taking the time to talk about this film. We can't, it's unimaginable what happened to Helena, and it's such a tragedy. But for you, it had to have been very important to continue onwards. But from what I understand, you had to have her husband's okay. Can you talk about that a little bit and your decision to go on and take on the role of Woodhelm?
Sure, after tragedy, I was at home, and they called and said, we're going to try and finish this movie. And it's with the blessing of her family.
Yeah.
And her husband has now been made the producer, and the family wants it made because they want the world to see her incredible work.
Yeah.
She was a passionate artist and loved filmmaking, and her dream was to do a Western. And the family wanted her work seen. So I said, of course I believe you, but I'm not going anywhere until I hear it from the husband's mouth.
Yeah.
So they put me on a Zoom with Matt, and he asked me to come back. He asked all of us to do that. And once I heard that, it was an honor to finish. Once you have the family's blessing, then I was all in.
Yeah, it's beautifully shot. There's no question about it. From both cinematographers, the one that took over as well. Patrick, how on earth do you? I know I asked you how you get into the mindset of a kid like Lucas, but there's so much more. You've got to get on horses. You've got to, hold the guns, and especially, how do you tell me? Was there a boot camp? How did you kind of get into this and learn how to do all this stuff?
Yeah. The second I flew to Montana, it was kind of like we were actually in a Western. We were in the middle of nowhere, in mountains surrounding us. And I had a week of horse training where the stunt doubles and the stunt team helped me ride horses. I will say I don't do all of the horseback riding in the movie. My stunt double Macy, I can credit her for that. But
Yeah.
I did do a good amount. And that was very fun. I enjoyed that.
Did you have a horse that you connected with?
Yeah, my horse's name was Boone.
Yeah.
He was a little stinker. Loved him.
Yeah, you have to. How can you not connect with the animals? And Josh, how about for you? I mean, we've seen you in so many things over the years. You're a veteran, my goodness. I loved watching you in Shrinking, by the way. It was fun to see you come up in that.
Uh,
But again,
Thank
like,
you.
did you have to, are you a horseback rider? Or are you like, how, you got to get into sheriff mode for this.
That's right. Well, I'm originally from Kentucky, so
Okay.
I've been riding my whole life. I'm pretty adept. So uh, I enjoyed it. Yeah. So I was ready to go. I'm a horseman, if you
You're a
will.
horseman. And let's talk about everybody else on the set too, very quickly. I know we mentioned Alec Baldwin, but for you, Patrick, when you are working with somebody who is such a veteran actor who's been in the business for so long, what do you take from working with somebody like that? How much do you learn from an Alec Baldwin?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was like a once in a lifetime opportunity. Um, and he was such a gracious guy and gave me guidance and taught me things and was so easy to work with. You know, we had a lot of kind of intense scenes, so he made uh not being in the scenes good to be in and fun to be around.
Yeah, and just helping you, giving you guidance, I would think as well.
Yeah, he would tell me stories from movies he'd done. He'd give me advice. Something about Alec, he's a very funny guy. He has lots of
Yes.
stories. So
Yeah.
to be sitting next to him, doing a movie with him and him telling me all these things about his life was surreal.
Yeah. And Josh, earlier we talked about taking on, going for you taking on this role and really getting involved with the film. But can you talk also about reflections of the strength and resilience of the cast and the crew and everybody who had started with the film from day one? And what, it must have been so impressive to watch everybody just put their all into a film like this.
Yeah, absolutely. Uh, it was really difficult emotionally, obviously,
Yeah.
but there was a sense of real responsibility and that we had to come back and absolutely do the best job we could do to honor Haylna and her work and come through for her family. They
Yeah.
wanted it finished and we wanted it to be done as well as possible. And I really got to credit the writer director Joel Souza
Yeah.
because he went through a lot and he came back and he finished this film and he worked so hard to keep every frame he could of
Yeah.
Haylna's work in this movie, and he did a brilliant job.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I really do appreciate both your time today. I'm so happy that you finished it. It is absolutely beautiful movie, really, and kudos to the two of you. You did outstanding jobs in this. Congratulations and have a great day. And Patrick, have fun on Broadway. I want to get out there and see that show. Oh my God, I can't even imagine how much fun you're having.
Thank you, Bonnie.
All right. Take care, my friends. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Bye bye.